I'm not going to stay on too long. I'm just making a live video and then I'll put it up for people that will play it. I have no idea if I want to sell this bike or not. I'm trying to get rid of things that I don't use. But in the back of my mind, I always feel like I'm going to use these bikes one day. My son's 11. He has no interest in bikes right now. I bought him one from a bike shop a few years ago. For his size at the time, and he didn't use it at all. Because I know people would say, well, keep it for your son. But so far he's 11 and he has no interest. And even if he decides to ride a bike one day, I would let him pick one from the bike shop. But I don't know. It has to be local pickup because I'm not taking it apart. But I've sold a bunch of bikes local pickup and I've never had any issues. People pay ahead of time, most of the time. But even if they don't, we meet someplace safe, one of the police stations or something. I even have the 2017 Team Haro Master black and yellow. Didn't use it much. I have a bad back. My stomach is bad because I have Crohn's, so I have a bad back. I have a bad stomach. It makes for doing tricks on bikes not easy. I was tempted on buying the red line that they put out a year or two ago. I know there was some issues. It was supposed to come out and it took like an extra year or two, but I believe they did eventually come out. Now they're coming out with the new Trickstar. I'm really tempted on getting that. It's probably going to be the last time I could pick up a Trickstar. The only thing I don't like about the new bikes, this one is okay. You see it has a flat seat. It goes flat. But the Freestyle bikes go like this for some reason. They go like up your butt. I'm not sure why that is. I asked one bike shop, but they kind of gave me an I don't know. Then somebody else told me that you could fix that somehow. I just don't know why the new Freestyle or even the new race bikes, the seats aren't like this. I'm confused at why they would be, on an angle going like that. So if anybody knows how to fix that, let me know. Is it just a new seat post, new seat, or what? I never really cared for 20-inch bikes because I like the 20. I should say I was never crazy about the 24-inch bikes. I always liked the 20. But now I know with my old age, this may be a better fit. So I may be better off selling the 2017 Team Master. Okay, let me see. I see some people here. It looks like they're not saying something nice. So let's see how we do this. Okay. Okay. I don't know why people are so bored that they're going to say something stupid, but that doesn't work for me. I'm not going back and forth with people saying things that are negative to any person on earth. Just not what I'm doing. I'm looking at the live chat. Let me see who's still here. But anyway, I just came on here real quick because I'm just contemplating selling this bike. Like I said, I've sold quite a few of them with local with no problems. It's in mint condition except for the old age. I want to keep it just because, but I'm trying not to keep things just because. Then you end up with a house and basement and shed and storage place with just stuff. So I'm trying to, if I don't use something within 12 months, I'm going to get rid of it. That's my new motto. Well, maybe not 12 months, but you get the idea. If something's just sitting around for ages, it's got to go. That's why I'm also selling all my new wave toys, mini arcades, all of them. I want to sell them all to one person, one shot. They're just taking up a lot of space, just decoration. And I just don't want that stuff. My wife was right around, she kept saying, you're buying stuff, it's just collecting dust. You don't use it, and she's right. So now I just want to get rid of most of this stuff that I don't use. I also have some parts. At one point, I had a ton of stuff on the BMX museum. I'm gonna get rid of this. These things I'll ship because they're small. I'm not gonna get rid of these because I may put these on my master. And I'm gonna get rid of that. And they keep the mushroom grips. At one point on the BMX museum, when I joined it about 14 years ago, about 14 years ago, I joined BMX museum. And man, I went crazy. I bought anything NOS you could possibly imagine. I was buying a ton of stuff from Lamborghini Kid, a ton of stuff from, I had so much stuff. And then after about 5 or 6 years, I realized I'm just collecting stuff to collect it, and I ended up selling it again on the museum. Just kept a few of them. I'll make a video of all the stuff I had because it was a nice collection, but it was just sitting there. I wasn't using it. And it's a shame. Nobody rides bikes no more. Even when I go back to the Bronx, nobody's on bikes. They're on electric scooters, electric bikes. Very rarely will I see kids on a bike. Nobody freestyling, nobody racing. You do have a crew of wheelie people doing wheelies on 24-inch bikes. But that's it. The bike culture is dead in New York, and it's a shame. Then again, it's always been dead in New York. Even when I was into it in the 80s, 86, 87, 88. Once I got my driver's license in 88, 89, I don't even know what happened to my bike. That's when the publications were also, stopping. So I had no way to keep in touch, with what was going on. You had people like Matt Huffman, Dennis McCoy, they still kept the sport going. But without social media, you had no way of following these people. Like if social media was around back then, I would have probably stayed into the sport a little bit. But there was no way to find, what these people were doing. What a shame. But anyway, like I said, I wasn't going to stay on here long. I got my new RC today, the new Mini Slash. I want to charge the battery, maybe take some videos. I also have some stuff going up on eBay. I'm going to try to get it up tonight. I think I'm going to post my Apple Vision Pros tonight. I'm going to post my Quest 2 glasses tonight. I'm going to post some arcade things tonight. And don't forget, before anybody buys anything, if you're a subscriber to the channel, a free subscriber to the channel, send me a message first.
Why are you doing that?
I'm coming in.
You're doing the video.
No, I'm coming in now. My son went downstairs to play some games, so I'll go down and play with him for a little bit. But like I was saying, anything you see on my eBay, it's the same name as the YouTube. At least it should be. Before you buy anything, if you're a subscriber to the channel, send me a message because you get 10% off. And if somebody's buying like Apple Vision Pro, 10% is going to be a pretty penny. Somebody bought something for $600 the other day. That would have been $60. So, and it's not just on one item. It's whatever you buy on the eBay as long as you stay a subscriber. I had one person already buy like 5 things. He's probably saved $600-700 already. And my prices are good because when I put something on eBay, I'm putting it on eBay to sell. I'm not making money. I buy something, I don't want it. I'm not trying to make a profit. I'm not a scalper, so I usually put things up for good prices. So if you get 10% off on top of the good price, it's even a better price. So I had the Quest Pros, those sold already. I have some Switch 2 games already, brand new. I bought Donkey Kong, whatever that was, Bonanza. I ordered it from one company. It was supposed to come the day it was released. Of course it didn't. So I ended up buying it someplace else. And then a week and a half later, it showed up when I was on vacation. So I couldn't return it in the time frame. So now I have 2 of them. So I'm gonna probably put it up at an auction that only you guys will know about. And I may start the auction at like $9 or something like that. And make it only for 24 hours. So only you guys kind of could, you know, mess with the auction. Maybe somebody will win something, you know, something cheap. All right, I'm going inside. I will be back out if it don't rain. Look at this weather. 2 days ago, Sunday morning at 10:30 in the morning, I came outside. I went on live and I said it's a perfect day. It was like 80 something degrees, no wind, very sunny. And what's today, Wednesday? And now it looks like we're already in fall. What? It's depressing. And I realize it's not even the temperature so much. It's when the clouds are out. Because the weather is not terrible. I'm still in shorts and a t-shirt. It's just, it looks like it's dark already. Like the whole day looked like this. You know, when you have a place that's sunny all the time, that's why I don't know how people live in places where it rains all the time and it's cloudy. It has to be depressing over there because New York is crappy half the year and it's depressing here. But at least we get a little sunshine. But yeah, it looks, man, it feels and looks like Halloween already. All right, people. I'll be back tonight. One way or another. If it's not out here, maybe it'll be inside. I have a few new games, some new RCs. I want to go over a few other things. And then I'm going to talk about the stuff I'm posting on eBay later too. Again, so you guys have first dibs of it. Because it's some pretty cool stuff. Most of it is basically brand new. I bought it for myself and it's just been sitting there. I bought the Apple Vision Pro when it came out, and I knew it was going to be a dud. I was praying it was going to be good, but I knew it was going to be a dud. I probably shouldn't have wasted the $3,000 and change on it, but I did. You know, I was hoping it was going to be similar to like the Quest. I actually had all the Quest, the 2, the 3, the Pro. I sold the Pro. I'm still selling the 2. Right now I'm using the 3 because the 3, I really like the 3. And I was hoping the Apple Vision Pro would be similar, but Apple screwed up. They screwed up by not including controllers. You can't do everything by hand. They added the extra cost to the Apple Vision Pro because they put that stupid screen in the front that you're supposed to see your eyes. That was an added, who knows how much expense, $300-400 for something stupid. And that's why I said if they come out with another set of Vision Pros, what they're gonna do is take that stupid screen away because it'll save them hundreds of dollars, and they have to come with controllers. They have to. I know so many people were saying they were so great, but there's only so many movies you could watch with them. And Apple didn't even come out with many movies. I thought at the very least they would come out with some crazy movies so you had something to watch. They came out with like this 3-minute dinosaur skit, which was super cool, but it was like 3 minutes long. And then they came out with like a few 15-20-minute documentaries. That's it. Like, Apple really dropped the ball on it. Really, really, really dropped the ball. So I'll be selling them. You know, somebody will get use out of them, but I've used them for probably less than an hour. I watched the dinosaur thing 2 or 3 times, and they're like 3 minutes each. And I watched a few of the documentaries, which are like 15 minutes each. So probably maybe an hour and 10 minutes I have in them. I have the case that it comes with as well. I take that back. I have the case that I paid extra for. I think it was $200 for the case. So I have the case and I have the glasses all mint. So they'll be going up on eBay hopefully tonight. All right, people. I'll talk to everybody later.